As some of us know, Julius Maddox this past weekend had missed his attempt at bench pressing 800 pounds. And as I mentioned before, as much as I wanted to see Maddox break this barrier, based off of how his prep was going and how his training was going, I thought that it was going to be very unlikely that this past weekend would be the weekend or the day that Julius Maddox would be able to bench press 800 pounds and once again set a new world record when it comes to the bench press. With this miss, with Julius Maddox failing to bench press 800 pounds, it's gotten many people to become more supportive and become believers in Danial Zamani being the successor and becoming the next world record holder in the bench press. And it would make sense that people believe that. It makes sense that people believe in Zamani. When you look at what he's been able to do, it's been amazingly absurd the level of strength that Zamani has been able to put on display in the last couple of months. To kind of put into perspective how strong Zamani is, I'll put it like this. Julius Maddox has broken the world bench press record multiple times, and he broke it twice in between 2019 and 2020. So in November of 2019, Maddox broke the world record and bench pressed 744 pounds. Now, in March of 2020, a little bit over a year later, Maddox had broke the world record again and bench pressed 770 pounds. Danial Zamani, although unofficially, has been able to do that within the span of a couple of months. So again, I know it's unofficial, but Danial Zamani was able to do what it took Julius Maddox to do a little bit over a year. He's been able to do that in just a little bit over 2 months. And as I've mentioned in videos before, Zamani is doing this while weighing over 100 pounds less than Julius Maddox. So the fact that many people, including myself, believe that Zamani will be the next king of the bench press is just due to the fact that in comparison to what Maddox has shown us recently and what Zamani has shown us recently, Zamani, in my opinion, is way ahead of Julius Maddox in the sense that Zamani will probably be the next king of the bench press, in the sense that he'll probably be the first person to bench press 800 pounds before Maddox, and in the sense that he'll probably hold the next world record when it comes to the bench press. At the end of the day, though, is Danial Zamani king of the bench press right now? Absolutely not. Julius Maddox is still king. And even though Danial Zamani is looking like the person that's going to take the crown away from Maddox, you never know what could happen. A lot of you have actually brought up very good points and commenting on the videos I've been posting, mentioning that Zamani could potentially get injured. You know, maybe even he decides to flake at the last minute and he decides not to go to Iron Wars and compete against Julius Maddox, which ultimately would be extremely disappointing. But another good point that somebody had mentioned and somebody had brought up is the fact that that Danial Zamani, excuse me, could potentially be using fake plates, which although I don't believe and I hope is not true, it's not an idea that I can ignore or anyone else should ignore. I say this just because in my experience, and I'm sure in some of your guys' experience, you've come across a video, a picture, whatever the case may be, of someone where this someone you never thought would use fake plates or would fake anything. Come to find out they're using fake plates or they're, faking the process. And I'm going to be honest myself. I fell for this through multiple fitness influencers. When I had first seen Brad Castleberry, I was truly amazed with what he was displaying, the level of strength he was displaying, the level of athleticism that he was displaying. And I was so amazed with it to the point where I never thought that he was using fake plates at all. But then when he started to say that he was breaking records, world records in every one of his posts unofficially, but he wasn't actually trying to attempt to break world records officially, that's when I knew that something was up. The point is, though, the idea of Zamani using fake plates, it's a fair point. And that's why I say until competition time, until there are verified people to confirm that what we are seeing is real and to confirm that, either Danial Zamani out bench pressed Julius Maddox or Julius Maddox out bench pressed Danial Zamani, that will be the time. That will be when we can finally say and officially say that Zamani is not only stronger than Julius Maddox in the absolute sense, but that he is the new king of the bench press. Guys, that is the end of the video. Before we do end it, though, I do want to ask you guys, at any point did you switch kind of picking who you thought was going to bench press 800 pounds or break the new world bench press record? What I mean is, did you, at first originally pick Julius Maddox as the person who was going to come out on top and then switch to Zamani, or did you originally have Zamani picked and then switched over to Julius Maddox? If you did, definitely want to know why, and what made you make that change. Excuse me. Or if you have stuck with Julius Maddox or Danial Zamani, definitely let me know why in the comment section. As I said, guys, that is the end of the video. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure that you do like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later.